Well, I don't know. Hello, how's it going, everyone? What do you mean there's a problem with doing web content? Get your shit together, Steve. There we go. Anyways, hello. It's time for dating girls. I did unmute myself, right? Yeah, okay, I did. Skill issue, memory version. Since we started day 4, we should be pretty set to get the tohka ending. Yeah, I expect a lot more shenanigans, you know, that's how it be. Do I have any other thoughts to offer? Not really, no. But it does look like we have ourselves a good amount of options. Oh, I see. There seems to be a tohka normal ending too. So I guess we'll go for both. Hi, Marvel. Welcome on in. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in chat. But I do remember you saying at one point that your sleep schedule was fucked. So I think that might be related, right? But it's always nice to see you here. Yes, hello. You've been eating? That's fair. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, dating some girls, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any thoughts to offer, like always. Speaking of eating, Shida was just eating. Oh, I'm fine. I just managed to knock down a little remote. Because I got a fancy light for when I'm going to be animated. Which is really soon, and I'm anxious. But that's a next week problem. Screaming. It's morning. No, it's not Shido. Hi, Peachy. Welcome in. Nah, it's been a while since I woke up so peacefully. Imagine waking up peacefully. Just kidding. Kind of. And no one is jumping on top of me, no one is sleeping next to me, no one is yelling at me. For now. No, wait. Maybe that's supposed to be normal. I shouldn't think about it. It'll only make me sadder. Oh, I'm waking up later than usual. Today is... Oh, that's right, it's the weekend. The Gocheri and the others aren't up yet. I guess I can go make breakfast. Breakfast. Good morning, Shido. Oh, good morning. Wait, this smell. It smells good. Oh, there's food ready on the table. Toast, omelets, potatoes and sausage. The salad has a lot of ingredients. It's pretty well made. You're late, Shido. We've already started. So good. The sausage and potato thing is truly a great combination. Who came up with this? I honestly just kind of want potatoes now. Damn you, tohka. Well, the game, rather. Tohka isn't the one that made the potatoes. Sorry for blaming you, tohka. It's not your fault. The Germans, maybe? I mean... Oh, really? The Germans are amazing. Must be sure to praise Arusu-san for making it. This is amazing. Thank you, Miku. Yeah, you did very well. Good job, Arusu. Everyone's gathered from the morning. Tohka, Miku, and... I heeded the summon of the bell. It's not so bad surrounding yourself with people to eat with from time to time. Concur. Received a phone call saying they made a lot and needed people to eat it. It's our day off, so there was no reason for us to say no. Yeah, 2 of them. I love them both. Ugh. Wait. Maria, did you call them? It seems like it. I too received an invite. Maria, you changed a little. I agree. She's become a lot more human-like. It's hard to imagine her like this, knowing the way she was before. Yes, Kurumi's outfit is so good. The other Arusu was human-like from the get-go, I think. Her expressions and emotions were more apparent than Maria's. But yesterday when she erased Tonamachi, that other Arusu was laughing. It was an emotion, but definitely not human-like. If that Arusu's the real one, and Maria is a fake, then would she eventually end up like that Arusu? What? Here you go, tohka yatagami. Here's more. No, I was waiting for this. What is this? This cheese on top. This is amazing. Cheese. I might be a little hungry. Oh well. I heard this is called cheese toast. It may appear as pizza toast without any condiments, but it is said that cheese toast has benefits as well. Then, I mean, it tastes great, but whatever, not gonna argue. Yes, I understand the simplicity of the cheese melted on toast. It's hard to explain, but delicious. You had a grilled cheese earlier today, nice. This salad is very delicious too. It's so colorful and beautiful. It contains many vitamins and amino acids, and the balance of minerals is great. It's a very logical combination. Just enjoy food normally, Origami, please, I swear to God. What? What's more important is that it's delicious. Despite it being a salad, there's chicken in it, and I'm so happy. How many girls are in this house? Let's see. There's Maria, there's Origami, there's Tohka, Kotori, Yoshino, Kaguya, Yuzuru, Miku, Kurumi. Is that everyone? Assuming I haven't forgotten anyone, that's 9. Let's see, Tohka, Origami, Yoshino, Kurumi, Kotori, Kaguya and Yuzuru, Miku, Maria. Yeah, so 9 girls. So fucking many. You know what's funny? Is that there's still even more girls in the anime. I guess that's not really funny, but yeah, there's more girls in the anime. In case there was a shortage of girls, I guess. Anyways. It's important for protein intake. And if it's protein that you like, then... Mo, I just felt a chill go down my spine. Origami, I don't know what you're about to say, but please don't say any more. Yeah, I thought about that too, Shido. Anyways. Did you make all of this on your own, Maria? Yes. It took me longer to cook than when you made it, but I made too much in preparation of Tohka Yatagami's presence. I still lack experience. Saying the girl shortage hit the visual novels. I mean... No, I think you did a good job. That's amazing, Maria. Good job. You sure did me a favor. I put my hand on Maria's head and patted it. Pat, pat, pat. Aw. Oh. You patted my head. Yeah, what happened on the rooftop yesterday was bad, but this Arusu, Maria, I'll trust. She's not a bad girl. She may just have a split personality. Hey, Shido, pat me too. Oh god, everyone's gonna ask for head pats. Oh boy. Like, they all deserve head pats, but oh boy. Huh? Sure, I guess. Tohka Yatagami didn't do anything. She just sat there and ate mindlessly. Okay, but she's pretty, and she deserves head pats for being pretty. Sometimes you don't have to do anything to be worthy of head pats, Origami. On the other hand, I prepared the place settings and portioned out the food. I assisted more than she did, so Shido, you should pat me. He has 2 hands. You can pat both of you simultaneously. Why does origami make you uncomfortable, Peachy? You wish you're a visual novel love interest, you want head pats? That's so valid. You guys can give me head pats. What's stopping you guys? Come on. I know I'm not a visual novel love interest, but come on, I'm right here. You can give me head pats. There we go! Both of you. Very good. Oh, okay. Marvel's going a little hard on the head pats, oh dear. Ah, yes, the emote. Very good, very good. Huh? If it's alright. Me too. I called it. I knew this was gonna happen. Yoshino helped the most. I would say she was the most cooperative with Arusu-chan, so be sure to pat her head too. Well, I don't mind, but if you all come at me at once... How lucky, darling. Pat me too. Do it a lot. Not fair. Me too. Request. Please pat Yuzuru as well. That sure sounds fun. I would like a pat as well, or else I'll be really sad. I might cry. Hey, cut it out. Is it obvious that such a right belongs to the little sister? Origami's lack of boundaries makes you jittery. That's understandable, yeah. You guys, don't all ask for it at once. Don't charge at me. Let me eat my breakfast in peace. Is love to be patted on the head? Yes. Yeah, I'll go with yes. I don't think so. Gosh, you guys are so loud so early. Just sit down and eat your food. The ruckus doesn't seem to end. Today will be another crazy day. As far as I'm concerned, it is Maria. Yeah, me too. So much happened in the morning, but I managed to finish breakfast. So what should I do today? I have a good idea, Shido. Oh, you're energetic. Okay, sure. Go ahead, Toka Yotogami-san. Why did you call her by her full name? You good? Let's hear your idea. Yes, we're going on a date. Oh boy. I knew it. I had a feeling you'd say that. Oh, you don't want to? No, that's not it. But there's so many people here. If I agree to a date with Toka, I know it's gonna be chaotic. I mean, we're all gathered here, so why don't we do something together? Oh, I see. Then I have a good idea. I have a bad feeling about this, but go ahead. What's your idea? Shido and I will go on a date. The others will watch from behind. That way, everyone can participate. I appreciate your thinking of everyone else, Origami, but that is not the way you go about this. Also, hi Spooky, welcome on in. Boo to you too. What are you talking about, you rotten? I knew this would happen. So seriously, what should we do? Origami's really is just an exhibitionist, I mean... Then how about this? No, Kotori, you have any good ideas? Why don't we all go to a karaoke room? That way we can all participate. Karaoke sounds like so much fun. Let me see, that's true. Karaoke, I want to try. Oh, to have karaoke money? I mean... You could also just look up karaoke videos on YouTube if you really are that desperate. I will throw that out there. But I do agree. Oh, to have karaoke money. No, Yoshino seems curious. You're not that desperate. Fair. My, that does sound fun. If it's singing, I'm unchallenged. Yeah, you are an actual idol, so... Not to mention you own a car, and if you're just gonna sing along... If you're just gonna sing along songs by yourself, I mean... Interesting. We tornadoes are amazing singers. I actually do want to hear them singing. An idol, and her name is Miku? Copycat. I mean... Agreed. I like this scene. And this seems really good. Tohka, Origami, is that okay with you two? It's just also gay, just like the real thing. God damn it. No problem. Sure, karaoke is fun. Get to think of it. These two sang at the culture festival. Tohka and Unegami sang almost to the point of making professionals look bad. I don't remember that, but okay. I told you it was a good idea. Yeah, you're amazing as usual. But there are other things we can do in a big room. I'm surprised you decided on this. You idiot. It's the opposite. I figured singing would be good, so that's why I chose karaoke. Yeah, that's fair. What do you mean the opposite? Instead of picking a big room for everyone, she picked a thing that she wanted to do that happens to be able to fit everyone. Duh, come on, Shido. I know it's not always your turn with the brain cell. I know Arusu can understand singing, but I don't know if she's ever experienced it. By experiencing it, she might have some kind of change of heart. I admit, it's sort of wishful thinking. I see, I get it. With that said, we all decided to go to karaoke in the afternoon. We're gonna need a big-ass room for all 9 of them. And so, here we are. I went to the bathroom first and then to the karaoke room. Visual novel, did we really need that detail? Wow, Shido, this room is all you can sing? That's right, Tohka. Oh, but don't just put in all the songs you want. Make sure to take turns. Shido-san, don't just stand there. Why don't you sit? Or do you not want to sit next to me? Wow. Shido, the seat is open too. Or you can sit on my lap. Now Shido going piss before karaoke is like a key detail. Something like that. Oh yeah, that's so important. You're so right, Marvel. Maybe if your name was Origami. I mean... Yeah, Origami would like to know that. You're right. Shido-san, I don't know how to put in the songs. That's it. Go, Yoshino. Nonchalantly sit next to Shido-kun. Oh, hey, wait. Let me go over there. Ah, Shido, listen to me. Why are you so upset, Kaguya? Compassion. She challenged Miku to karaoke and lost. There, Kaguya. You're a strong girl. That is very bold of you, Kaguya. I will say that much. Jesus. Challenge actual musician to music thing. No, you did the score battle and lost, huh? It was pretty bold of you to challenge Miku in singing. I wanted to attack a powerful enemy, but the night siren's voice just broke me. Sniffle. Poor Kaguya. Translation. This is the result of her trying to redeem herself from the culture festival. Oh, I see. I wouldn't lose the singing battle, darling. Praise me. But it's second nature to you. You don't deserve praise. Just kidding. Miku, you're amazing. Wait, but they're all above 98 points? Wow. Man, she should go easy on them a little. Purposely sing badly? Come on. We just got in, but it sure is lively. Well, seems like everyone's enjoying themselves, so I guess it's good that we came. Why are you looking all proud of yourself for? Come here. Purposely singing badly is actually really impressive. Yeah, it is. What does it go to? Everyone seems to be having fun. It's great. Don't it's great, me. Don't just have fun. Make sure to flag an event with the spirits. Oh, right. I guess our lives are on the line, huh? I'm gonna go check up on Maria then. Why am I full of yawns? Yes, go. Where's Maria sitting? No, there she is. She's sitting alone in the corner. I'm gonna move over. And so what do you think, Maria? You having fun? Yes, Shido. It's very interesting. Singing is different when you actually hear it. I know, right? It's fun to sing with everyone. Do you not want to sing with the blah blah blah? Do you not want to sing anything, Maria? I could teach you. Yes, I'm fine. Other. I wish to hear you sing with someone. Shido Itsuka. Duet time, let's go! Me? Yes. I heard that singing with someone is called a duet. I think it would be a great situation to observe. I see. A duet, huh? If Maria wants to see it, I guess I could give it a try. But who should I sing with? Well... obviously, since we're going for the tohka route, we gotta go with tohka. Alright, tohka, let's sing together. Okay, Shido. We're singing together. Perfect timing. No, great. Wait, what? You see, this book doesn't have many songs I know. I see. Oh. Oh, yeah. Tohka's a spirit, so she's not familiar with the world. She doesn't have many songs in her repertoire. I see. What should we do? Any song you know, Shido? Songs I know? But then you won't be able to sing, tohka. Oh, bet. She could probably figure it out. Like, I have done karaoke for songs that I don't know. It's fine. I'll learn it as I hear you sing. For the lyrics, I just need to look at the screen, don't I? Yeah. I see. Tohka's quick at learning songs by listening. She must have a good musical sense to start. Oh my god, my eyes are bleh. Hang on, I'm going to be right back. I need to rinse my eyes. Hang on. Ugh. Either rest in peace, I didn't die. I just random eye irritation. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. You could never, though. You need to practice a bunch before you sing anything. That's fair. Like, I can do okay enough with a karaoke, like the first song that I don't know, but like it's not good because I don't know the song, in my opinion. But I'm thinking about maybe doing karaoke during next week's debut stream. We'll see though. It'll depend on whether or not I have any JP Nintendo credits. I see your attention has been got. Ugh. Ugh. Just my brain is mentally recovering from having to rinse out my eyes. Like, I don't... Like, if I wish I knew what would be the cause of the random eye irritation, but I don't. No clue, it just happened. Man. Anyways. Got it, Tohka. Follow me. Beep. Sorry, Tohka. You don't have to apologize, Cheeto. No, I let my guard down. I thought it'd be okay if the lyrics were on screen, but I didn't think there would be so much English. You picked the song. How dare you forget? Yeah, I'm not good at English. My grades aren't very good. But still, no need to apologize. I have fun just mimicking your song. That's cute. Tohka. Shido, sing another song. It was fun singing with you. No. Okay, I'll choose a song you might know then. For the next song I chose, as expected, Tohka sang random lyrics, but she still seemed to have fun, so I think it's alright. Sometimes you just gotta sing random lyrics, you know? It's been a while since I sang so much. Seems like everyone's happy. Huh? Where's Maria? I looked around and saw Maria, who appeared to be lost in thought. Me too, bestie. Hey, Maria, let's go home. How did you like today? Did you see anything new? Yes. It was a very valuable experience. I'm gonna take these results and gather new data. Ah. Maria, don't tell me. I feel like I'm close to an answer, so please, show me. Okay, I'll cooperate. Here we go. I saw Maria's expression as my consciousness went dark. I felt like she was smiling. No, that's cute. Okay, so first Tengu Tower with Kusakabe again. Huh? Oh? Hello, Itsuka-kun. Fancy meeting you here. Nice to see you. Taking a walk? Something like that. Do you really have free time right now? Do you have homework to do? Well, I'm on top of it. What about you, Kusakabe-san? Taking a walk. I'm on my break. You're the same. That's right. Everyone needs a breather. I see. That's right. Do you ever find that there are things you can't talk about, or that you find unreasonable? It's often that I find myself attacked by these feelings of helplessness. In times like these, it's necessary to take a break. I see. That's a depressing topic. Sorry. Speaking of a depressing topic, why is the cat mowing in the hallway? Sir. I guess that's not a depressing topic, but like, sir. You sound depressed. Hello. Come here. Let me give you some pets. Little scritches for the kitty. Anyways. No, it's alright. It's nothing serious, so don't worry. Well, I hope everything turns out okay. Sorry. I wish I had more to offer you. No, thank you. You're right. I'll do my best. Be the best student you could be, Itsuka-kun. Look out for origami too. See you later. Okay, now, Ryzen High School. And the school rooftop with item. Itsuka-kun really won't focus on Tohka-chan. We're literally doing the Tohka route. God damn. I'm sure today he's going to another girl's place. How dare he? He's unforgivable. You know, if it had gone this far, perhaps there could be a reason. A reason? For example, like, Tohka-chan might not have much longer. If that's the case, then wouldn't he spend more time with Tohka? What? And then, so that he's not sad when she's gone. She's allowing him to be unfaithful with other partners at the moment. So you mean, Tohka-chan has already surrendered her happiness? Say it isn't so. What a good girl. A good girl. That must be it, but even more so. We can't give up on Tohka-chan's happiness. You're right. We have to pick up the pieces that happiness was thrown away. Just watch, Tohka. We'll be the ones to change your fate. Yeah. Huh? What? I hear some excited voices. I have a feeling like I should get out of here. Yeah, that's fair. Shenanigans, as always. The infirmary again with Tohka. I am worried, but let's go. So where were we headed again?
Yeah, Shin.
Hey, Shin. Raine! Peachy, it's your favorite. Oh, Raine-san. What are you doing here? What do you mean by that, Shin? I came to pick you up. Pick me up? Raine-san, aren't you in charge of the girls' health checkups? Miss Raine, yes. I forgot you're also down bad for Raine Marvel. That was the plan. But something came up, so I had to leave soon. I'll leave the rest to you, Shin. What? Huh? I know this is a weird scenario that Maria set up, but huh? Huh? Leave it to me? It's mostly done, but there was one girl who was late. I still have her left. You simply appreciate tired-looking anime women. You know what? That's so valid, Marvel. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Ball. And welcome in. It's nice to see you on a non-NEP stream. That's becoming more often. It's nice. One girl left. Who do you think it is? Probably Tohka. I don't really get what's happening, but don't tell me. I have to do the health checkup. If she has the time to pick up Shido, like, and take him to the infirmary for him to do the checkup, she has the time to do the checkup. I will say that. But, you know, loopholes aside. Of course you do. What? But why me? H game. I don't know. Isn't it obvious? That's what assistants do, Shin. Assistant? Excuse me? Oh my god, you're right. I'm wearing a lab coat. You can't escape your responsibilities, Shin. You have to do your work. I feel like I would trust Shido as a male doctor for females. And that's really hard to say for, like, other, like, harem protagonists. But, like, Shido is a good boy, you know? Stretch. Fine. Hello, Bear. Welcome in. That felt good. Stretch is good. Shido is decent. I trust him. Yeah. I see. So I'm a doctor. Well then. I'm leaving the rest to you. Hey, Renee said to say. And she's gone. I wonder who missed their checkup. I guess I have no choice but to go. So, I'm gonna do the physical here. Physical. For a girl. Sheet of sound. No. I'm a doctor. I shouldn't have any ulterior motives. Yeah, you shouldn't, Shido. Stay calm. Stay calm. Sorry for the wait. I take it back, yeah. Whoa, Tohka. Oh, Shido. Are you gonna do my physical? That's amazing. I'll be counting on you. And that means you're the student always late? Yeah. I was waiting at the school because I thought they'd be testing how fast we could run or throw a ball, but no one came. Oh, Tohka, sweetie. Why didn't anyone tell her? Oh, no one noticed. I wonder who set this up. Well, what I'm gonna do is examine your body. Calm down. Calm down, Shido. Be cool. Be cool. Hey, Shido. What do you examine in a physical? Well, I'll be measuring your height and your weight. It's not a big deal. There's nothing suspicious about it. There wasn't until you said that, Shido. No, is that all? Let's hurry up and finish it then. Right, let's get this over with. Shido, you made us suspicious, yeah. Okay, so we finished measuring your height and weight. So your height is 155 centimeters and your weight is... Tohka is 11 centimeters shorter than me. Wow. She's small. Hey, wait a minute, Shido. What is it? You're not supposed to expose the girl's weight. This is an exception upheld by society. Tohka's 1 centimeter taller than you. Wow. No, I see. You're right. I don't know who told you that, but I guess I shouldn't be saying it out loud, huh? Yeah, Shido, you're amazing. I don't know about that, but I'll be quiet while I write it down. So, what are you gonna measure next? My grip? Y'all as shorties? Listen, Bear, not all of us can be tall. If you feel so bad about it, go ahead and give us the gift of height. It's not hard to be taller than you, but it's still painful. Yeah, that's understandable. Me with any male characters ever, because I know I'm shorter than male average height, but I'm still, like, taller than most female characters. So, it's a weird place to be at. Well, what's next is, what's the matter, Shido? Are you not able to read what's on the paper? No, of course that's not it. It happens to me all the time. What do you mean it happens to you all the time? Don't be proud of that. Well, what I have to do is take your measurements. Measurements? Are you talking about those areas? Yeah, I am. Physical aptitude, intelligence, agility. Regular, large, extra large. Those alternatives are so funny. Well, yeah, no bust, waist, hips, you know. I'm talking about your bust, waist, and hip measurements. I see. You know about that. I've done it before. But it's my first time having you measure me. Supersize, you're right. Yeah, so I'm going to have to at least touch your body a little. Or you could offer Toka to hold the measuring tape. Just saying. But no, this wouldn't be bordering on an H game if she did it herself. You're going to touch me? Yeah, you have a problem with it, huh? If you don't want me to, I can ask someone else to do it. No, I don't mind. Really? But it is a physical, so you're not doing it with ulterior motives, right? I don't want you to get the wrong idea. No, that's not it. Anyways, if it's you, I don't mind. So long as it's you, Shudo. I don't mind if you do anything. I mean, Toka, I think you need to learn the power of saying no, but no. Okay, now let's get started. There's something you need to do before that. What are you doing? Why did you stand up? This CG is so weird. Like, it almost looks normal until you see Shido there. Like, if Shido wasn't there, this would be just a CG of Toka being cute, but... Is Shido like 16 or some shit? Yeah, he's like 16. You thought she had multiple arms? That's a understandable misunderstanding of the CG. No, I forgot to check you with the stethoscope. Oh, so let's do that first. Come to think of it, if I do it from the front, it would be kind of embarrassing. Can it be from the back, sir? Like, you didn't see Shido at first, it was like, what the fuck, yeah, he's barely noticeable. He blends in. That's fine. You're a doctor. I trust you. Yeah, okay. I am a doctor after all. Yeah. But that isn't a good enough reason. It's just... Are you okay with that, Toka? Huh? I don't mind at all. The trope of visual novel protagonists having to have their face obscured is so funny to you. Yeah, that's fair. And it's not like Shido doesn't have a face. He's actually had his face shown before in others, like, CGs and these games. So, like, I don't know, man. It's probably just following it for the trope, for the sake of the trope, but, you know. I see. Then. That's not how you use a stethoscope. You can... Shido's medical license revoked. Sued for malpractice. Bye. Is this it? Not the Toka sounds. Buddy, maybe you should look where you're putting that. Yeah. Why is her skirt lifted up too? God damn. Hey, don't make weird noises. Sorry. I was surprised. Stethoscopes are cold too, man. Come on. The board would definitely have things to say at this. Yeah. Right, I see. Sorry about that. Well, this is... I'm totally touching Toka's body. That you are! You can stop now. Toka's warmth, my hand grazing her skin, and I can feel her soft hair. There's the scent of soap. Soap! You're filing a complaint, sir. Yes. Oh no, I'm feeling dizzy. What's the matter, Shido? You're not going to measure me? Yeah, I will. I'll do it now. Soap goon. Oh man, soap really gets a man going. Oh boy. You're breathing. You're breathing very heavily, Shido. Are you sick? Yeah, sick in the head. No, it's nothing. No. I guess my excitement was obvious from my breathing. I should hurry through this as quickly as possible. Okay, Toka, let's get this over with. You guys have been saying that since the beginning. But bring it on. Don't move, Toka. I can't measure you like this. It tickles. It tickles, Shido. How does he even know how to measure? You know what? Never mind. I'm giving up. I'll be done quick. Hang in there. Yeah, I'm sure you will be done quick, Shido. You're 16. Don't twist your body. Shido, my body is getting hot. Yes, Peachy, can I help you? That's something that always confused you. What's with the soap thing? It means they're clean. Like, as opposed to characters like Power from Chainsaw Man. I don't know. Don't move, I can't hear. Toka, calm down. This is a physical. Don't make noises or move. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, his medical license is revoked for real. Excuse me. Is the physical over? I've come to help you clean up. You see, this is where you're supposed to knock first before going into somewhere. But, you know. Not entirely complaining, because that needed to stop. Ah. Okay, Toka. Okay. Itsuka-sensei. What are you doing? To our student? This is inappropriate. So true. Thank you, Tommy, for saying everything that was on the rest of our minds. No, it's not like that. Pervert! Pervert in the building! Someone! Go off, Queen is so true. What? Pervert? Who is she talking about? Crap. There goes my medical license. Oh dear. Where am I? Good question. Did you get stuck in the code somehow? I looked around me, and the landscape seemed to stretch out endlessly. It was as if I were in a room from a movie. What's the matter? You look surprised. Arusu, why are you... Wait, what is this place? All those years at Protag Medical School down the drain. Yeah, so true. At this rate, the ending will be anticlimactic. Nothing will happen. We'll never have an answer. I mean... Anticlimactic? What do you mean by that? Show her more. Show her far beyond. This isn't an H game, Arusu. Beyond? What do you mean, Arusu? Wait, this place is from before karaoke? Wait, did I come back? He went to a save file, wow. But what was that place earlier? It seemed like they'd gone back to the beginning. Shido Itsuka, I want you to decide something. Oh boy, decision making. Arusu, I mean, Maria, is that you? Where is everyone? What do you want me to decide? Shido, you have been teaching me a lot. Yeah, that's why we're all together, hanging out and experiencing different situations, right? Yes. Thank you, Marvel. Yes, by doing so, I was able to obtain lots of information, but I have yet to find out what love is. You have a point there. I don't know what it is either. That's why. I want you to choose. Don't you? Choose. You said that before. to choose. The
The
people that have come here all have feelings for Yoshida Itsuka. That is for certain. Tutored sandstorm. Sandstorm. I can read so good. Oh boy, though. I want to be by Shida Itsuka's side. I want him to be mine. Is that feeling what you call love? I mean, yes, actually. Well, I don't think that's everything. I think so too. However, there is no definitive love in this world. Therefore, I'm not able to figure out what's beyond. What's beyond? Arusu from earlier mentioned the same thing. So, please choose the person to whom you will swear your love. Can't choose. And show me what the future holds, and how deep love can go. The future, with all the girls in Shida Itsuka. The future that could have been. The future that could be. We're gonna be tossed into another situation. Probably. Not you. Shido, what's the matter? Are you cold? I'm walking home from school. I had an intense sneeze, prompting Tohka to get up close to me. Once again, we are made to face the trials. Yes. You know, it's been getting chilly recently, hasn't it? You okay, Tohka? Don't worry. I'm just warm and fuzzy from being with you, Shido. No. Nah, right. Oh boy, Automod, it's been a while. 2 to 16, fucker don't got a romantic sense. So true. So true. Ah, right. Tohka puffed her chest out proudly. I had no idea how to respond. What's the matter, Shido? No, nothing. I was just feeling shy. Really? Sorry. No, it's nothing to apologize for. I shook my head and played off the fact that I was taken aback. Tohka had a gift for startling me. I thought I'd get used to it by now, but it's still something I get shy over. Especially when Tohka doted upon me. Ever since we started dating, she's been willing to wait on me, hand in knee. But there are times when I can't help but feel shy about it, especially when it comes out from nowhere. Shido, what's the matter? Are you ill? No, I'm fine. Got some stuff on my mind. It's not a cold or anything. Are you certain? When temperatures drop, I hear it's easier to get sick. I do not want you to get sick. Yeah, I'll be careful. Shido, do you have a moment? What is it? Tohka? You're not hot. Yeah, thanks. Tohka's cool hand felt nice on my forehead, but being in the middle of the street made me panic. At least it was just her hand. Shido, your face is turning red. Perhaps you are sick. Love sick, maybe. You get automated at least once a day. It's starting to feel personal. Oh no. No, I'm totally fine. It really isn't cold, so don't worry about it. Are you sure? Oh, okay, but... But what? If you feel any symptoms, be sure to tell me, okay? Thanks, Tohka. Take care of yourself too, okay? Right. So long as I have you, I'll be fine. And there she goes again with that stuff. I pretended to shrug it off as I continued walking. But in truth, it warmed my heart a bit. It's only going to get colder though. I need to start wearing layers. Come to think of it, you don't have many winter clothes, do you? Toka's life is supported by Rototosuker. I bet they gave her new clothes too. Rene gave me some, I believe. However, I've yet to purchase some for myself. Alright, then why don't we take a look at some outfits tomorrow? I just realized this is Toka's first winter. She's never picked out winter clothes before, so it could be a new fun experience for her. Okay, it's a date. I can't wait. Yep, it's a date. Saying that still makes me blush, but I should be used to it. We've gone on plenty of dates by now. Let's meet tomorrow at the shopping district at 11. Understood. I'm already so excited. So the plan is for Shido to pick exactly whichever outfits he prefers me in, right? Did he say something? Nothing. See you at supper. Okay, later. It was the next day, 11 on the dot. Toka had arrived on time. Shido, I'm sorry. Did I keep you waiting? No, I just got here too. Morning, Toka. Okay, morning. Hello, Catman. How's it going? How was your stream? How was Darkest Dungeon 2? I think that's the name of the game. I know what you were playing, but my brain is blanking on the name a little bit. Oopsie. Were the dungeons dark? Did you die a lot? No, finally beat it? Oh nice, congrats. Took you how many hours? Okay, morning. You feel bad because it was when Caps left? Aww. Beat part 2. Yeah, I figured that's what you were referring to. I've been in and out of your stream. Ugh. You didn't realize they made a second one? Yeah, it came out earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. It took you like 18 hours? Jesus. So, what do you think? Is my outfit strange? Toka asked me sheepishly. It's so good, highly recommend. Yeah. I really like the art in the second game. Like, I didn't dislike the art in the first game, but like, the second game really takes it to another level, you know? It launched as an Epic Store exclusive first, then got put on Steam. You still need to beat the first game? Oh damn. I didn't realize so many people here are Darkest Dungeoned. She wore stockings and a miniskirt. I can read so fucking good. Her legs were so long and alluring, oh boy. Maybe Shido would get along with Cinderella. You like games that have the horrors, that's fair. The run you won was like... Yep, this isn't going well. Not gonna beat it. Yeah, go get food and drink. Do that, Catman. Take care of yourself. But that skirt sure is short. Well, her outfit wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. What am I doing? We're about to go on a date, and I'm having these thoughts. If you were worried about being late, you could have just come with me. No, I can't. Then it would not be like a date, right? Well, not to me. I and the girls said so. They said, in order for it to be an official date, we must meet separately. You do you, I guess. Sure, I guess that makes sense. Oh well, whatever, let's go. Are you feeling very eepy so you think you need to head out and get some sleep? And hope the rest of the stream goes well? Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you more often again. Yeah. Oh, hi, Relix. One orange in, another orange out. Why are the twins filling Toka's head with more nonsense? But it's not the twins, it's her 3 group of friends, I, my, me, that do that. Okay, on the hunt for winter clothes. Alright, let's get going. I hope we can find you something nice. Not the twins, but the clones. They don't really look similar, but... There are plenty of clothing stores, but I'm not too aware of what they sell. Guess we get hit stores we're used to. They all share the same brain cell. I mean, yeah. The breeze keeps tingling my legs. Tohka, that is a really short skirt. Jesus, he was not kidding. Tohka, what's the matter? About what? Oh, you just seemed uncomfortable. But that's not true at all. You sure? If you say so. For some reason, Tohka's having difficulty walking. I wonder if her feet hurt, but I think she would have said something. Well, I guess I'll just keep an eye out for that. No, we're here. Oh, so many cute clothes. There's a section for winter attire, which immediately caught Tohka's eye. Looks like they got a seasonal section. Why don't you pick out what you like? Just one? Kotori said I can pick out however much I want. No, sorry. That's not what I meant. I'll buy you one outfit myself. It's your first winter, right? Let's ring it in style. Are you sure about that? Of course. That's why we came here. It's a celebration. I can't afford designer clothes, but I can do this much for her. Kotori told me she would spot me if I didn't have enough, but I denied it. It's pointless if I can't buy it with my own money. I have to look dependable. When I said that to Kotori, she just laughed. I mean... But there's so many shopgoers. I'm unsure if I can wear it and get your opinion. Go ahead and choose what you want, Tohka. You might find that you want to shop more in the future too. It's all good experience. Got it. I shall pick out items for myself. Hey Shiro, what's this? Is that a scarf? Scarf? What interesting fabric. How do I use it? You wrap it around your shoulders, knees, or body. It's pretty cozy. Scarf around the knees? That's a new one to me. Like this? Right, you look great in it. After wrapping herself in the checkered scarf, Tohka looked totally different. She looked like a bookish librarian. Her long hair was tucked neatly inside the scarf, which hugged her thin frame. Cute pattern too. Maybe it's more like a shawl? But still, it's hard to imagine around the knees, but... If she were reading a book, sitting beside a windowsill, it would be a lovely scene. Bushido, this makes it difficult to eat. I think I would get it dirty. Seems like she had other plans in mind. Well, you'd be wearing clothes underneath it, so you could just remove it before you eat. Oh, I see. That should be fine then. Tohka appeared satisfied and placed Tohka appeared satisfied and placed the scarf back on the rack. There are too many clothes to choose from. Shiro, what catches your eye? Wait, no. Today you're choosing for yourself, right, Tohka? Yes, that's true, but... You can do it. Okay, I'll try. There are shoes too. Tohka stopped at the back of the store. Come to think of it, something was bothering her earlier. Maybe her shoes don't match. Wanna try these out? Sit there, I'll grab you a pair. Then, can you get me those boots? Sure, leave it to me. Okay, these boots. Sorry for the wait. Okay, thanks Shiro. Hold on. Tohka slipped her foot into the boots, but she, not being used to the high top, was having trouble. These are difficult to put on. Yeah, like this? No, that's wrong. Oh yeah, Peachy, you out there? Because speaking of shoes, I do have something to say. But if you're not out there, then oh well. Sorry, Shido. Help me. Oh boy, shoes. I saw the pink, I thought you were Peachy, but nope, it was just spooky. Damn. Damn, you guys are having similar character length names and being pink. Okay, hold on. I kneeled down in front of Tohka and took her shoes off. I tried reaching for her foot, but I froze. Dots. Obviously, Tohka had removed her shoes, and now I could see her toes. Seeing them wrapped in stockings was strangely captivating. Bruh. What's the matter, Shido? Sorry. Huh? I jumped, startled by her sudden question. There's no way I could tell her that I was mesmerized by her legs. I need to calm down. Shido really would get along with Cinderella, and I guess Daifuku too. Are you okay, Shido? Are you ill after all? Maybe mentally ill. No, I'm fine. It's nothing. I spat out a swift response and reached for her foot. Tohka sound. When I touched her, Tohka let out a small grunt. Why is she like this? Mo. Tohka's legs are so smooth. I can feel her warmth through her stockings. Aren't you helping her put on shoes? Shido, it's a bit strange to feel you touching my legs. Yeah, that's valid. Shido, stop. Hey, don't make this weird. Why are you touching her legs? Just put on the boots. However strange it may be, I don't mind it. What is she saying? It almost feels like I'm doing something very wrong. I need to look away. If I don't look, it might seem less suspicious. Ah? On the other hand, I'm kneeling right in front of Tohka. Her knees are at my eye level. Ah. I could almost see the inside of her skirt from between her knees. But I'm not looking. I'm not. Shido? I froze, and Tohka looked down confusingly at me. She blushed almost immediately. Tohka clamped down her skirt. Huh? Were you looking, Shido? No, I didn't. I couldn't. Really? Really? Really, really? Really, really? I believe you. Okay. I feel terrible. Sorry, Tohka. I promised to wipe the memory. How do they look, Shido? Are they ravishing? Yeah, they are. Hey, why didn't you grab that scarf you pulled earlier too? Very well, I shall. How's this, Shido? Perfect. They pair together nicely. Then, Shido, is it okay for me to ask you if you could purchase it for me? Sure thing. Are you sure? You could buy clothes if you want. Clothes can only be worn every so often, but these accessories can be worn with any outfit, understand? Got it. Is that not okay? No, as long as you care for them, then I'm happy to get them for you. Okay. That was an ordeal, but we did what we came here to do, except for buying clothes. Seeing the winter section was such a treat. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I want to wear the shoes and scarf already. I mean, wear shoes and a scarf, so... Tohka was giddy as she exited the shop. It was a pleasure for both of us. I'd call it a successful date. I'm sure it'll get colder, so it's good that we got our shopping done ahead of time. Yes, I cannot wait. Oh boy. Well. Toka was shivering. An icy gust just blew through the air. I wonder if Toka's cold. I'm pretty sure the option to pick is... yeah, casually block the gust. Except in front of Toka. Shido. No, I was hoping to shield you from the wind if at all possible. Toka's hair blew back from the headwind. The gust intensity died down a bit, so maybe my act was in vain. Shido, you're too kind. Not really. You don't think so? I mean, the wind slowed down. Toka flashed a grin, and suddenly another gust of strong wind blew. Well, the wind messed up my balance and I tripped over. Oh boy. Sorry, Toka. Oh boy. Toka, I can see. I thought you were blocking the wind. Okay, I'll do it. Just hold down your skirt. Toka, your skirt flipped again. No, I told you not to look. Sorry, just hold it down. Shido, you hold it down. Toka. I can't do that. So we embraced, fighting against the frigid chill in her lively skirts. Sorry, Toka. No one slowed down, giving me time to apologize. Toka was still pouty, but I couldn't blame her. I'm sure it'd be annoying for the wind to keep blowing up your skirt. Shido, you didn't apologize. And I'm, sorry, too. No, you did nothing wrong. I'm the one who saw. That's not it. You see, today, my skirt was shorter than usual. Uh-huh. Huh? Really? I had a hunch it was shorter, and it was. Glancing up and down at her, I noticed her legs were more visible. Don't ogle me! Sorry, I couldn't help it. Were you worried about that? Is that why you were walking funny? I had thought as though the smallest thing would flip my skirt. Well, you're right. Isn't that to be expected with a shorter skirt? I was told that, by doing so, you would be happier. Huh? Me said so. That wearing a shorter skirt would be alluring. I mean, that's disgraceful. Seriously, yeah, I guess I can thank them, huh? They also had said that miniskirts are like magnets to the eyes of men. Shido, so were your eyes glued? Well, glued or not, I guess I saw it under... Sorry. I was honest, but I hoped it wouldn't embarrass her. She could react any number of ways. No, it's okay. It means you were looking at me, right, Shido? I could take solace in that. You're not mad? Mad? Why? Of course not. I did it with the intention of showing you. If I were mad, it would defeat the purpose. She chose white underwear to show off? I'm sorry, but like, I don't know. But I was a tad embarrassed. Understandable. I'm glad then, Toka. Thanks for doing all that for me. Yeah. Toka smiled meekly, then whispered, I'm glad I mustered up the courage. Toka gripped her skirt. But you can't stare too much. It is still embarrassing. Okay, got it. Yeah, I guess skirts are best at a moderate length, but short skirts are nice now and then. Put on the skirt, Shido. I mean, he has worn a skirt before. You seem cheery, Toka. Yes, it's a lovely melody, yes. I heard it for the first time the other day. I fell in love with it immediately. But a short skirt? I mean... School uniform skirts tend to be on the shorter side in anime, so I think so. I don't really remember what he was wearing, to be honest. Maybe I could Google it and find out. Shido Itsuka cross-dressing. I wonder what will happen with that Google search. We'll find out. Shido Itsuka cross. Yeah, it was a short skirt. That's surprising we came up with good results on Google Images. Anyways. Let's see. It is a good song. I can hear Toka in the kitchen humming along to the TV. After eating dinner, we started a nightly routine of watching TV together. Aww. Recently, Toka has taken a liking to singing shows. Ever since this song from an anime hit the charts, she's become interested. She asked some of her friends from school to show her songs on their phones. No, the song is great too. I've never heard of it before. No. It makes me want to cry. Snip. I personally have been a fan of the show for a while. I usually know what the rankings are, and it's nothing to fuss over. But for Toka, it's different. For her, this is her first time really connecting with music. Laughter, tears, feeling the emotions of each song through Toka's expressions. I'm almost jealous at times. Even today, her moods sway as she watches the rankings update. Their lyrics are, I recall drinking sake with you before your final journey. So tragic. So sad. I never knew the onka genre would chart that high. That's rare. Just earlier, an idol group was happily singing and dancing. Now there's a whole new vibe, and a spry older man is singing a soulful tune. Toka's eyes were glued to the screen, entranced by his voice. Toka, do you like Anka? I never thought about assigning likes or dislikes to any particular genre. A good song speaks for itself, really. But the talents are undeniable. To be able to sing with such courage. Toka nodded in succession, clearly impressed. No, I get it. Then Toka, why don't we go to karaoke? We haven't gone in a while. Karaoke, yeah? A splendid idea! Toka spun around with a glimmer in her eye. We've not gone in some time. I wanna go, Shido. Okay. I wanna hear you sing too. It's been a while. However, will there be songs playing on TV at the karaoke place? Well, at least songs have been added to the catalog as soon as they release. I think we'll be alright. Oh really? What a relief! Toka was overjoyed, showing the enthusiasm I see in her when she visits one of her favorite restaurants. Shido, so, am I permitted to sing my song? As long as it's available. Then, the anime song for the Wild Soul. Wild... what? Well, I think they got a lot of anime songs in there. Freaking fire. Oh my god. Even the ones sung by the cute idols that make your heart sparkle with fervor? What? If the idols are on TV, then I'm sure they'll be available. Even the sake, tears, cherry blossoms tornado, and Pinky Promise Gonna Rise songs as well. All the special effects. You wanna sing Enka? Enka tunes were like folk songs, and there were tons of them. Think classic Japanese songs. Never thought a young girl would like them. Toka is special, Shido, remember? Then, our next day will be karaoke. Got it. I'm dizzy with anticipation. I could read so good. Come to think of it, karaoke dates are so vanilla. I'd better think of a way to make it more special. It has been a while. On our next day off, as promised, I took Tohka to karaoke. I wanted to go too, of course. As much as I wanted to sing, though, I looked forward to hearing Tohka sing. Oh, I could hear someone singing next door. It's easy to overhear people from the hallway, but we'll be singing loudly too. We won't be able to hear them from our room. Very well. I'm so excited. I could see it on your face as soon as we met up together. The attendant led us to our room, and I froze upon seeing the accommodations. So big. The room was clearly too big for just the two of us. Well, if they don't have a problem with it. Come now, Shido. Hurry and sit down. Well, this is embarrassing. My, I wish to sit beside you. It makes me happy. Quickly now. Or, do you not wish to sit beside me? No, that's not it. The room is so spacious, so we don't have to huddle up too close. Boobs, Tohka. So true. But I feel lonely if the distance is too great between us, so... You, sit here. Ugh, she just says exactly what's on her mind. That's what my girlfriend wants. What can I do? But got it. I gave up and sat beside Tohka. Her arms touched, and I felt her softness next to me. I can't concentrate. Alright, let the singing commence. Right, let's do it. I'm sure once the singing starts, I'll feel all good. Let's hurry now. That way I can pump myself up. Tohka, what do you want to sing? I want to start with a duet. Duet? This early? Yes. I hear this is typical when going to a karaoke place with your significant other. I don't think that's necessarily true. Oh, really? Why not though? Surely we'll start off strongly if we perform a duet. I wish to sing with you, Shido. That's so sweet. Okay, you're right. Let's choose a duet. Okay. Tohka was beaming. I handed her the mic and flipped the switch for her. Try singing into the mic. Say ah. Ah. Alright, it's working. Hear me? Huh? The light isn't turning on. I tried testing out the mic, tapping it once or twice, but nothing came out of the speaker. What's the matter? Seems like the mic is broken. It won't pick up my voice. Then, we will simply have to share this mic together, no? All of a sudden, Tohka pressed the mic into my face and leaned in close. No. Tohka. Now you and I can sing. Come on. And put a selection. No, we're too close. But how are we about we... But we're about to perform a duet. How else is it done if not in close proximity? What do you mean? Okay, fine. I don't think Tohka will let it go. Besides, I don't want her to have to wait and get into a sour mood. I guess I'll sing with her. Which song should we choose? Kitty Idol song. Enka, a song of the people. Now, it says to pick a soulful anime song, so... Oh, it's the song with Aniki and Princess. Tohka gripped my hand tightly as the intense intro began to play. This is the opening theme for a mecha anime that Tohka loves. Fans refer to the famous male and female duo as Aniki and the Princess. Interesting. Its melodies moved with fiery passion. Nice song selection, Shido. Since you've heard the song a ton of times, it should be easy to sing, right? Yes. Now I'll give it my all, so as to not put Aniki and the Princess to shame. Tohka pumped her fist. Her voice belted as she followed the words on the screen. Who's that? Hot blood. Tohka, you got a great voice. I appreciate the compliment, Shido. Shido, don't just sit there, or I'll leave you behind. Oh, you have a big mouth. Tohka's eyes twinkled with the potential of a challenge. song actually pumped me up. I don't think I could lose. As a man, I couldn't possibly fall behind in a mecha anime theme song. Yeah, so manly. Mecha anime totally doesn't bring out the gays. Alright. Pumped. So pumped. Phew. That was quite a singing session. It was everything I wanted and more. I have no idea how many songs she sang. After she was done, Toka gave a hearty laugh. I had to take a break. My voice is getting hoarse. Why don't we rest? Sure. I'm parched, so a beverage would be nice. I reached over to my drink, and I noticed. It's an off-brand. tohka. Sorry. I felt inclined. Oh. Oh. Toka's lovely face was right in front of mine. Her wide sparkling eyes peered into mine in an inviting fashion. We had been sharing a mic this whole time. I could feel her breath tickle my skin. My heart skipped a beat. Were we this close to each other the whole time? I imagine, yes. Thoughts. Thoughts. I wonder why I can't tear my eyes away from Toka. Sounds from the speakers played in front of us, but I could only hear my heartbeat. Was Toka's hand this small and soft? Shido? Toka's voice squeaked. Her soft lips were inches from mine. And that's half my Tonomachi. Whoa. Both of us were startled by a man's voice being projected at high volume. We came from the room next door. I guess he was in the middle of a love song. Karaoke sure is fun, isn't it, Shido? Yeah. Toka stuttered. Crap, I can't look her in the eye. I'll get more refreshments. I want tea. Got it. We sang a few more songs before calling it for the night. Afterwards, we dropped by a restaurant, ate, then went home. And we're back. Yep, see you tomorrow, okay? Yes, tomorrow. Today was so fun. I certainly got my fill of singing. You guys live together. Are you really gonna part ways? I don't know, man. Are they supposed to part ways and not just walk together home, you know? Happy to hear it. Oh, I forgot. Good night, Toka. Good night, Shido. After the door shut, I looked at my trembling hand. I recalled the feeling of holding the mic with Toka. I shook my hand and walked home. Why did he shake his hand? Oh. Hey, Toka. Toka-san. No, yes, she can't hear me at all. She's been stuck at a glass window for the past 30 minutes, staring at cute animals in a pet shop. Yeah, that's fair. It's so fluffy. Look how many fluffy things there are. Huh, it's moving. It ran. Oh, it fell. It rolled up into a ball. Aw, cute. They're so precious, don't you think, Shido? Yeah, watching them is therapeutic. Yes, for me as well. Toka was staring at a litter of puppies playing with one another inside of an enclosure, rolling around. Not a Banui. Puppies. Toka began mimicking the puppies, beginning to roll around on the floor. Toka, you good? When the dogs go right, she goes right. If they go left, she goes left. She's in total sync with the pups. It was pretty entertaining to watch from behind her. Shido, look. They're so cute. Let's see. I peeked inside the window and a puppy jumped. Wow, they look like plushies. I know. Oh, so cute. Toka's eyes were entranced. She was utterly attached to the pups. I don't know if she had a soft spot for puppies. We just happened to pass the pet shop. The only other time her eyes sparkle like this is when she's gazing at food samples. I guess to her, food and pets occupy the same plane of worship. Who ceased moving, Shido? I looked once more at the puppies. One was face down, and the other was belly up, lying beside its sibling. They went eat. Sounds like nap time to me. I think they're sleeping. I mean, they say puppies spend most of their day napping. I bet they're tired from playing so much. I see. Aw, that's too bad. Toka stepped back away from the pet shop quietly, keeping one eye fixed on the puppies. She took gentle steps to not wake them. Satisfied? I'm good for today, but I wish to return. Yeah, that's fair. Sure, we'll come back soon. Okay. So long, friends. No. She bid the showcase farewell and waved her hand. The puppies likely didn't hear her, but they responded with a yawn. She seemed entertained. Maybe we could take a zoo trip someday. Nah, it's a nice day. We sat on a bench and stretched out our hands and feet. Yes, the weather is perfect. So temperate. A laid-back day like this is just what I need now and then. Toka responded with a kind smile. Today, we didn't have anything specific planned for our date. We walked around the shopping district and entered random shops. The pet shop was one of them. We chose it on a whim, but it left an impression. The park was a perfect follow-up. We basked in the sunshine together. Can't take ordinary days like this for granted. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Shido, look! There's a dog over there! Oh, you're right. Just below us on the path, someone was walking their dog. It was relatively big, wagging its tail as it trotted beside its owner. Lucky. It looks friendly and fluffy. Do you want a pet, Toka? Like a dog? Yes. Having a pet looks delightful. Look, it seems like you enjoyed yourself at the pet store. Only wish to snuggle with a large dog. Fuck me, why is my mouth malfunctioning? Only wish to snuggle with a large dog. You want to take naps with it? Perhaps throw a branch and play fetch? What about pets that are easier to take care of? Like a hamster or parakeets? Shido, parakeets are not easier to take care of than a dog. I hear some people that keep turtles or iguanas as pets too. Oh boy, Shido. Oh really? Are they at the pet shop as well? Yes, Nix. Probably. They're small, so I bet they keep them in the back. The larger pets are placed toward the front of the store. Toka was so enthralled that I'm sure she didn't notice. So pets come in a variety, do they? Yes, they do, Toka. Hamsters are small and cute, and parakeets are birds. Enticing options, indeed. In an emergency, they could be last resort meals. Please. Please. I can't. You better not eat your pets. Promise me you won't. I like to think she's kidding, but knowing Toka, there might be a kernel of truth in there. I need to keep an eye out. I was thinking neither turtles nor iguanas have hair. You don't qualify as fluffy, do they? No, they do not qualify as fluffy. Good job, Toka. You've got a point. If you want a fluffy pet, then those options wouldn't work. If she wants to cuddle fur, then it has to be a dog or a cat, because she's not too into reptiles. I wonder what kind of dog owner she would be. Toka's as bubbly and sociable as a dog. If they're together, they might mesh well and go on walks every day, but I could also see them clashing, getting into rowdy arguments. It's a dog, Shido. Regardless, that sounds fun. Maybe it's worth looking into a dog. It's coming this way. Really? The dog pranced towards us. Its owner seemed to be chatting with an acquaintance, and the dog grew bored. Oh, this one is friendly. Come hither. Toka beckoned to it, and the dog neared. It seemed accustomed to people. Toka let out a small, welcoming squeal as she pet the dog. It merely sat there, calmly enjoying the attention. It's so fluffy. I like how it feels, Shido. That's nice. It doesn't even bark. What a good dog. I reached out to the dog as Toka had, and it licked my hand. As I pet its head, it wagged its tail. It really was a cute dog. Alright, this is as good of an opportunity as ever to train it. Oh boy. Hey, are you serious? Train it? How would you do that, Toka? Leave it to me. Watch and learn, Shido. She seems so confident, but I doubt Toka had ever trained a dog before. She must have gotten her info from TV. I hope she's okay. Here I go. Shake. Shake. The dog did as it was commanded and offered its paw. Whoa, amazing. Sit. Sit. It placed its bottom on the grass, almost showing off how prompt it was. Toka, that's amazing. Do 3 aerial galaxy twists. That's too much. No way! It was a perfect somersault. If there were dodges, it would reward the dog a perfect 10. Was this dog raised in a circus? Huh, what a smart dog. Toka was elated, and the dog responded well to its praise, pressing its collar against Toka when it dove its nose into Toka's skirt, of course. Hey! What? Wait, my skirt is going to flip! Toka tried to press her skirt down, but the dog was unrelenting. Her thighs were becoming exposed. Oh no, Toka's in trouble. I see you. Okay, first save, actually, from the game. So, let's get the normal ending first, and then we can get the good ending. Yeah. Normal ending first, then good ending. Time to experience dog nose and butt, or the opposite of that. Yeah. But yeah, so to get the normal end, we have to sit and watch. Sorry, Toka. Shido, just watch. Do something. Yeah, but the dog buried its head up Toka's skirt. If I were to get in between them, I'd have to hop in front of Toka, but that would also mean I'd have to look up her skirt. Hey, where are you looking? Oh boy. Sleep well, Bear. Thanks so much for popping in and hanging out. No, not there. Oh boy. What the? This is getting weird. Yeah? Cut it. Toka. Shido. Do something. I'll save you now. Hey, stop it. It tickles. Toka. Surprised this isn't a bad ending, but she became weak from being tickled and I rushed to catch her. It was close. You should have helped me sooner. She looked at me drearily and I gulped. Sorry, are you okay? Yeah. I guess it was a little too playful. I pat the dog's head. It seemed satisfied and wagged its tail. Little guy didn't have a care in the world, as the dogs do. Well, I think it just wanted to play. Go on, go back to your master. I called up the dog and it cooed before walking over to its owner. I cannot tell if I'm sad or relieved. That must have been rough for Tohka. Before we knew it, the sun was beginning to set. I could hear a crow cawing from afar. What a day. I realized that playing with a dog is very involving. Her realization was expressed with a pouty face, only a little deflated from earlier. It was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, really fun. Great. Do you want to play with dogs again in the future? That is debatable. It depends on whether or not the dog is obedient. Sure, but you got it to do some cool tricks. To command a dog you met for the first time to do a triple flip is out of this world. But I couldn't make it listen to me. Who cares? I mean, no one can do everything, right? You did your best, right, Tohka? That's all that matters. Cheeto. Thank you. Nothing to thank me for. Tohka, do you want to get dinner? Anything you want. Oh, then what should I do? You better hurry, or I'll pick a vegetarian meal. What? Wait a minute, Cheeto. I'll come up with something right now. I'm kidding, but I'll wait until we're close to the market. Okay, got it. Delicious food always made Tohka smile. I remembered her playing with the dog, and I couldn't help but giving a wry smile. No, is that how it is? Then take this! Not bad, but it's not over yet. Tohka and I were going at it in the living room. Each of us was clutching a controller, volleying back and forth on the digital tennis court. We were in the middle of a heated match. Don't underestimate me, Tohka. You're getting good, but you won't beat me. Now give me your all, Shido. You're a worthy opponent, but I'll show you who is boss. The light rally continued. Even when I performed an intense slice, Tohka had no trouble returning. It's just good. Something the matter, Shido? Is that all you got? Then, time to attack. Where did that come from? It's my fault for being too defensive. Game inside a game inside a game. I mean... That's my chance. Mine! What? The timed perfectly charged shot whizzed mercilessly past my character and bounced over the line. Tohka's character completed the set, and the digital fanfare rang. Hehe, I win! I lost? I haven't played much lately, but Kotoru's the one who trained me. Hehehe, how's that, Shido? I'm the victor! Tohka was triumphant, wearing a bold smirk. I only had one thing to say. You got me, you're the victor. Hehehe, at last, I've gotten Shido to deem me the victor. This is the first time you've ever beaten me. Clutching to overcome the challenge is how this honor was won today. I lost. I fell to my knees. I have to face the facts. Tohka surpassed me. And as promised, you owe me one favor. That's right. The loser had to owe whoever won a favor. That was the deal. That's why we went all out. I didn't think I'd lose, but I made the promise. I have to go through with it. So, what did you want me to do? Hold on. Tohka put her finger to her lip and entered deep thought. Knowing Tohka, she won't say anything like Kotori would. She'll probably ask me to pay for dinner and call it a day. Or rather, have her coach me. I wouldn't have been so reckless as to bet on the game. It's the principle behind losing, I guess. I could spend a little money. So long as Tohka doesn't suggest crab or Yumi, I'll be fine. Man, you're improving as a gamer, Tohka. I jumped on the sofa and dropped the controller. Guess the match took it out of me. I won't be my old self forever. Gaming with you sure is fun, Shido. It's easy to lose track of time. Tohka flashed a wide grin. Oh, wait. You're playing a game, they're inside a VR game, and now they're playing a game while inside the VR game. Indeed. Welcome back, Catman. Chipotle has been eaten. Amazing. I don't remember the last time I had Chipotle, I'll be honest. I need to stand for a moment. Ugh. Oh, to have Chipotle money. I mean, yeah. To be honest, you'd be happy with Del Taco money right now. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think I'm done standing for a bit. Blech. Took a flashed a wide grin. Her carefree smile makes my heart skip beat. Dating Toka has led to many moments like this. I realize now that simple things make me happy. If you still lived in Old Town, you accidentally bought it for the wrong store, so you had to buy it twice, so damn. He told Agiri to go get it, but she did it. She doesn't drive. Like, I think the main issue was like setting up her car and stuff. He did that at Taco Bell once. Trying to get the refund was not fun. It's not that far. It's far enough, Catman. In any case, Cheeto, are you expecting Kotori soon? It is getting late. You didn't even bother with trying for a refund. Fair enough, I guess. No, she said she's spending the night at her friend's house tonight. She just messaged me. No, is that so? Hades! Hello, hello! Thank you for the resub. You subbed for 6 months, wow. It's been a while, how have you been? I hope you've been good. Did I read this? To have not bothering with a refund money. What is the nearest French tire store gotta be so far from you? You mean Le Schwab? Like, isn't that commonplace enough to not worry about mentioning it? I'm confused, but whatever. Oh, is that so? Yeah, so she's not coming home. You don't know? Okay, well. When I answered her, Toka started to fidget. Toka, what's the matter? Well, and I am alone with you tonight, am I? When she pointed it out, I gasped. No, well, I guess so. We're alone. I mean, she's right. But for her to point it out makes me aware of it. We're healthy, a man and woman of age. Can I spend the night tonight? Yeah, sure. Hey, what? I couldn't help but scream. Oh, no. I don't think that's... I turned to her, but I was stopped. Tucka blushed bright red, staring down at me. You said you would owe me a favor. You promised. Well, I did, but this is sort of different. So, you refuse me, Shido? I mean, not exactly. Took up her hand over mine, eliciting a gulp from me. Her skin was unbelievably hot. I glanced up at her, meeting her crystalline eyes. You feel so lonesome by yourself, wouldn't you, Shido? Toko said nothing, instead choosing to wait for me to answer. Wait. I need to calm down. Breathe in, breathe out. Is this okay? I mean, Toka's a girl, not to mention my girlfriend, but we've never spent the night together before. Oh god, my head's starting to spin. I don't even know what's happening. Things have been good, just have been working and doing stuff. That's fair. But it's nice to see you. It's like I said, it's been a while. If I think about it, I need to convince Toka and send her home. That's right, I should do that. But I couldn't bring myself to say it. Okay, fine. You can spend the night. We can make it an occasional thing. Thanks, Shido. Then I'm going to spend the night. Yay. Sleepover. She seemed relieved, letting out a sigh. My heart skipped a beat for the umpteenth time. Well, yeah. A heavy silence hung in the living room. Thoughts. We can't hold a simple conversation. Rather, I couldn't make one happen. The clock's tick was deafening. Normally we could talk about anything. Toka sat beside me, literally right next to me, let alone made me speechless. I'll get some juice. I'll get a drink. We both not only blurted out at the same time, but leapt up from the couch too. Huh? Whoa. We bumped into each other and toppled over, landing on the sofa entwined. Oh. We could have separated immediately, but we were so close. If our faces were any closer, we could kiss. Kiss. Shido. Oh my god, just kiss each other already? Yes, exactly. Sorry. Toka's eyes widened, and I could see my reflection in them. I can't look away, as if my soul was being absorbed. Shido, your hand. That was indeed some typing on your part. Hand? I moved my right hand, and Toka jerked. I realized I had been grabbing her chest, of course. Sorry. I hastily pulled my hand back, and Toka looked away. But that was it. She neither screamed nor pushed me away, nor anything. Toka? Dots. Toka was still blushing, moving only to shake her head. Dots. My heartbeat echoed like thunder inside of my chest. Could Toka hear it? It pounded furiously. Shido. Her pink lips uttered my name, the very sound of which was so sweet. I felt numb. Wait for her to say something. Toka. Toka was vulnerable, and I sat very still. She whispered softly into my ear. If it's you, Shido, I do not mind. Toka then shut her eyes. Kiss. My heart was pounding like a bell. It made my head hurt. I couldn't hear a thing. I can't tear my eyes off of Toka. Her soft lips were so inviting, so I got closer. I put my hand on her shoulder and Toka let out a small sigh. Her thin shoulders quivered. I felt goosebumps form beneath my finger. Huh? Goosebumps. Huh? Oh dear. Yeah. It startled me so bad that I rolled off of the sofa. No, my nose slammed against her forehead. It hurt so bad. Shido, are you okay? I'm fine. I see. Oh dear. Toka rubbed her arms and shivered. I heard her sniffle. Wait, is she? Are you cold, Toka? A bit. Got it. We turned the heat up a little. When the fan turned on, a warm breeze filtered into the room. Funny little sneeze, yeah. Toka sighed from relief. I did the same. I feel weak all of a sudden. No. Our eyes locked. We both burst out in laughter in unison. It was grave, but it was also so silly. We couldn't help but cackle. Man, Toka, you looked so serious. Right back at you, Shido. Your nose was flared. We bickered at one another, then we were back to our normal selves. Toka, I just remembered. I have some cake still. Want some? Oh, a terrific idea. Let's enjoy it together. Okay, I'll put on some tea. So would you mind clearing the table? Leave it to me, all for the sake of cake and tea. Toka's bright laugh filled the room. It seemed impossible not to smile. That's right, there's no need to rush it. We always do things at our own pace. You sure know how to sneeze, Toka. Shut up. It cannot be helped. You sneeze too, Shido. Yeah, I do. But are any of my sneezes as as memorable as that one? Yes, of course. She fired back, but I was confused. Sorry, Toka, but I don't remember a thing. She pouted on the couch. Don't you remember? When you were picking out my shoes and scarf? Did he sneeze? Oh. You sneezed, mentioned you were cold, and thus we embarked on the mission to purchase winter attire. I don't think those sneezes were in the same league, but I'm surprised you remembered, Toka. I remember everything between us. They're all precious memories. I do not want to forget, nor did I wish to lose them. Is that odd? No, I wouldn't say so. Not at all. Her matter-of-fact tone was so direct, it shocked me. I mean, that was an ordinary day. I think anyone else would have forgotten. So typical it would have melted into any other day. But to Toka, they were precious memories. These days are not so ordinary to me. It was a gift from you to me. It taught me how to date. You make every day fun for me. Aww. I could never forget anything about you, Shido. So I want you to remember them too. If you do not, it will not be fair. Toka pointed at my nose. My eyes grew round, drawing a laugh out of her. Every day, there are no activities to do. Only because you're at my side. Games, karaoke. I can improve at them. Toka. Shido. I love you. I truly love you more than anything. I really, really love you. It was an honest confession. She spoke, clear-eyed and plain. Her words flowed naturally, and I let them sink. I see. It's so simple. Me too, Toka. I love you more. I reciprocated and confessed my honest feelings. This is the normal ending, by the way. This isn't the the good ending for Toka. So I'm curious. Before I was too embarrassed to say things like this. I mean, I needed Kotori to trick me into saying it before. But no more. From here on, I would be honest about my feelings and say them outright. Because Toka was the most important woman in the world to me. Shido. Toka smiled, but her voice trembled a bit. You have never been happier than in this moment. Shido. My heart is overflowing from joy. Thick tears dripped down Toka's cheeks, and I wiped them away gently. I saw it again. I love you, Toka. Yes, I love you too, Shido. We didn't have to say anything anymore. Nothing could split us apart. Well, that was cute. And that was the normal ending, so I wonder what the good ending will have in store. She gets a ton of candy. Maybe. Did I just see mages in there? Wait. I swear I saw mages in the credits there. After credit scene, okay. In the silence of night, I opened my heavy mouth. This is it, Tohka. Tohka was staring at the floor, but she gasped as she looked up. What? Why? Why, Shido? Her eyes flashed from bewilderment. I watched as her lips trembled, and the color began to drain from her face. All I could do was shake my head weakly. I hope you understand. You're not a child anymore. No, I don't want to. What is going on? I cannot bear the thought of us breaking apart. Why is he breaking up with her? I don't want to either, but... I cut myself off, knowing there wasn't anything else to say. Not in one breath. The cruel truth. It was impossible to say. This is the end for us. Please understand. I don't want to say this either. But I have to. I can't be with you anymore. The words stretched out of my mouth like blood. So I have to say goodbye, Tohka. Tohka froze. With a barely audible voice, she asked, "You really have to?" I really do. It's hard, but I gotta be tough. If I don't part ways with Tohka now, there will be no tomorrow for us. I looked up, as if I was flinging away my doubts. It can't be helped. We made it in front of the house. Aww. We made it to Tohka's apartment. Tohka's place was literally next door to mine. Being near her front door was practically like being home. Making her walk by herself seemed cold, so whenever we had dinner at ours, I escorted her home. But the layout of our neighborhood makes it almost not even worth the trip. No point in pouting, Tohka. Boo. That won't work on me either. We have school tomorrow, so you need to go home. Okay, fine. I suppose it is unavoidable. Tohka was despondent, but nodded. Anyway, Shido, how was today's separation? Not too shabby. What would that really make it a good drama is the right BGM, and maybe a teary moment, right? I feel like we went overboard a bit. Really? I quite enjoyed myself. After escorting her countless times, we started spicing up our goodbyes. I see. We tried to make it as dramatic as possible when we say goodbye, acting out a scene before sending each other off. Today's theme was the final farewell. I know it's pretty silly of me, but acting is pretty fun, so we made a thing out of it. The others told us we were being a dumb lovey-dovey couple again, but who cares, we were having fun. These two, but at least they're having fun with it, yeah. So, how would you assess today's performance? Tohka's eyes were lit with hope. I watched them flicker with a wry grin. Alright, I'll give you 80 points. Well, yay! She raised both of her arms in celebration. Of course, the scoring is totally arbitrary. I don't evaluate it in any way, but for Tohka, it's a big deal. I can only imagine in the morning when they do the reunion scene, yeah. Tohka hummed and her eyes glowed. Since I received 80 points, I can request one dish for lunch tomorrow, right? This is what boils down to. Whenever she gets above 80, she can request what she wants for lunch. That was the bet. Nothing less than 50 means I can add one additional vegetable. Tohka pouts like a sad puppy when she loses, but I love it. Well, a deal's a deal. What do you want? I reckon bacon wrapped asparagus. Nah, perfect. I got leftovers of each. Okay then, I'll prepare it tomorrow. Okay. I eagerly anticipate tomorrow. She's so easy to please. It's only lunch, but that's what makes Tohka so special. Can you imagine being one of their neighbors seeing this? Oh hey, the kids are playing breakup again. Better than the shit I see on TV. I mean, I can't imagine it. Alright, now that lunch for tomorrow is settled, we can call it a night. Yes. I quite enjoyed today, Shido. Same here. Toka smiled without hesitation, which made me smile in turn. It was, by all accounts, an unremarkable day. Went to school, left school, helped Toka study, and enjoyed dinner. Then, we enjoyed a bit of TV, playing some games, then I walked her home. Nothing remarkable, but it was everything we wanted and more. All thanks to having Toka on my side. Toka, I love you. What's the matter? No, nothing. It wasn't anything in particular. It slipped out. I just wanted to tell you that. Sorry for the surprise. I see. I love you too, Shido. She said it so casually that, at first, I almost missed what she said. Toka? I wanted to say it too. Did you not like it? Of course not. Then me neither. Toka gave a soft laugh. Nothing could ever deter me when you speak life into our love. I want you to say it anytime. Anyway. Tomorrow, the day after. Moments after we say goodbye. I want you to say it. I'll echo the words, as often as they bear repeating. Toka, thank you. She was so dear to me that I find it impossible to stop from hugging her, and she embraced me as well. She was so warm. It calms the seas in my heart. Well, see you tomorrow, Toka. Yes, tomorrow. Goodbye, until then. Toka waved me goodbye while a smile and I Okay, let me try to correct that English and reread it. Toka waved me goodbye with a smile, and I reciprocated. Our goodbyes aren't permanent. It's a promise to see one another again. A promise, imitated by our parting wave. But that was the normal ending, so... For a normal ending, that felt like pretty good, you know? But anyways, let's help her with the dog this time. Shido, why are you just sitting there? Help me! She didn't have to ask twice. I put my body in between Toka and the dog. There. I pat its head and its neck. The dog groaned from comfort. Toka used this opportunity to hide behind me. Don't glare at it. It just wanted to play with you. Shido, did you see it? I couldn't deny it. Toka's skin was pale white. Aww. Well, all of a sudden, the dog barked and Toka jumped on me. Alright, great timing. Shido, is it coming for me again? Huh? Did that traumatize her? Go get back. Your owner's waiting for you. The dog cocked its head, so I shooed it off towards its owner. After a few minutes, the dog understood what I was doing. It ran back to its owner, periodically looking back at us in the distance. That dog had a lot of personality. I was sad to say goodbye, so I waved at it. The owner acknowledged me with a bow. Yes, it did, but... The dog appeared cute, but I had a feeling that was eyeing my skirt from the start. No, I don't think that's the case. Oh, then if you say so. Looks like Toka was shaken up by it. And we can skip, yay! Speedrun. Here we go again. This time, we approach her. I instinctively placed my hand on Toka's shoulder. Will we actually get to kiss her? Is that why it's the good ending? Because we get a kiss? Shido. Toka's breath tickled my nose. Her soft, thin shoulders shook, and I became insatiable when I took in her scent. It was hard to explain. Toka, can I? Toka contemplated a bit, then nodded. Shido, it's okay. I want to do it too. I can't take it anymore. My brain is mush. My heartbeat is going off louder than a hammer against an anvil. All I could see was Toka, her long lashes, fine nose, and soft lips. The distance between us closed. Huh? Okay, so we just expedited the sneeze, got it. Yeah. It startled me so bad that I rolled off the sofa. Yeah. My nose slammed against her forehead. It hurt so bad. Shido, are you okay? I'm fine. I curled into a ball, but I answered. I was. But it was rather loud. Okay, look, my nose isn't bleeding, right? Are you alright, Toka? Yes, I was not hurt at all. Toka's forehead was a little rosy, but she looked unharmed. What a relief. But that killed the mood. My apologies. It's okay, don't sweat it. I comforted Toka. Honestly, I'm more relieved than anything. Huh? It's hard to explain, but this is sort of what makes us, you know? I think it's a sigh we don't have to rush things. She and I can take our time. That puts me at ease. No. Back to skippable content. Sigh. I don't know, man. I'm tired. If I read it wrong, I read it wrong. Okay, now I'm gonna keep an eye out for mages and see what it's credited for, because I'm pretty sure I saw mages in the credits. And I'm gonna lose my mind. No, I already lost my mind, let's be real. It's the game's editors. It wasn't you, the game had a typo. Casting cooperation? Okay, so Mages Inc. casting cooperation. I did in fact see mages. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Pull to Winco. I wonder what the after credits scene is gonna be like. Cause like that has to be what's actually different, right? Cause I don't think there is enough difference otherwise. Like why else would the other one be the normal ending and this be the good ending if at least the after credits scene wasn't different, you know? I guess we're about to find out. I don't think there's any, like, bad endings, like, quote-unquote bad endings like the other game. Like, let me scroll through the other routes and see. You know, normal end, good end, normal end, normal ends. Normal end. Okay, there are bad ends, but they're from low 22. Interesting. Okay, this again already. I was in the middle of an evening walk when I stopped myself in my tracks. Okay. I looked up at the sky. Man, the stars were mesmerizing tonight, but the sight made me feel even lonelier. In the silence of night, I opened my heavy mouth. This is it, Toka. Toka was staring at the floor, but she gasped as she looked up. What? Why? Why, Shido? Are they doing this again? I swear to God. Her eyes flashed from bewilderment. I watched as her lips trembled, and the color began to drain from her face. She must be in shock. If I could, I wanted to hug and comfort her. But all I could do was shake my head weakly. I hope you understand. You're not a child anymore, yeah. No, I don't want to. I cannot bear the thought of us breaking apart. Her English cries pierced through me. I gritted my teeth. I don't want to break up either, but we're being so melodramatic because we can. I cut myself off, knowing there wasn't anything else to say, not in one breath. The cruel truth. It was impossible to say. Please, don't, Shido. I do not wish to hear it. I'd rather hear nothing at all. No, plugging your ears won't change anything. My throat croaked, squeezing the last word out of my mouth. This is the point of no return. Oh. Wait, are they actually breaking up for— I don't know anymore. Tohka tightly gripped my shirt. Her hand trembled, her eyes shaking from fury, fighting back tears. I bit my lips once again. I felt helpless, but Tohka finally spoke up. Shido, after all we've been through. Tohka's eyes glimmered like a warm hearth. Hey Shido, do you remember when we went shopping for winter clothes? Yes, I do. You bought me a scarf and shoes. Right, they looked lovely on you. I heard you were reprimanded for that. Yeah, because of that, I had to buy fewer ingredients for dinner, and Kotaro yelled at me. The thought of it sends a shiver down my spine. Our meal was so sparse that Kotaro treated me with sub-zero contempt. For me, it was all worth it. I made you happy. I balled my hand into a fist and shook it away from her. Shido, you said you cared about me. Tohka covered her mouth, trying to resist the urge to cry. Oh, Tohka knows my pain. She's trying to heal the wounds that my heart has endured. This alone was enough. I shared a warm smile with her. Hey, Tohka, remember when we went to karaoke? We held a mic together. Yes. We performed a duet with one mic. So many cherished memories. I remember them like they were yesterday. We went several times afterward. Yeah, I still love your singing voice, Tohka. You flatter me, but it came from plenty of practice, you know? I memorized so many of the songs you told me you liked. Hopefully one day I can show you. Then I'll perform inside of a grand arena. To said concert hall. Why didn't they say concert hall and whatever? An arena concert? An unattainable dream. I fight the urge to laugh at it at its absurdity. But I won't laugh at her. I would never laugh at Tohka. I can't wait. You know I'll be there to watch you. Suddenly, something hot slid down my throat, choking me up. I coughed and dropped to my knees. Coughing sounds. Shido, are you okay? Tohka rubbed my back. I huffed in pain, breathily describing a scene to Tohka. Tohka, you also like playing with animals, right? I even thought if I had bought a dog, every day could have been an adventure. A white house along the beach, with a big yard, running around chasing the dog on the lawn. Another dream left unfulfilled. I'm sure it would have made a funny story, but I know it would never happen. Tohka laughing from joy, cuddling up next to her precious dog, a sight I never would have tired of seeing. A memory, paired with the sight of Tohka, sitting tearfully before me. Which is the dream? Which is reality? I don't even know anymore. Me too. I wish to adopt a dog with you. I could pet its fur and teach it new tricks. My throat tightened. I fought the urge to spit up. No, there's something I still need to tell Tohka. My vision blurred, my eyes hot from tears. Damn it, I can't see. Don't let me see Tohka's face. At least, not until the very end. Tohka. Shido. Please understand. I don't want things to end this way either, but I have to. The time has come to make a decision. I stood up and took a deep breath. I put my hand on Toka's thin shoulder. Her face was so gentle, round but soft. I looked into her teary crystal eyes. I can't be with you anymore. The words rushed out of my mouth like blood. So I have to say goodbye, Toka. What? The color left Toka's eyes, overshadowed by a thick, burgeoning mist. The air froze, much like Toka's heart. She became pale, and her voice shook. Do you really have to? I do. You really have to? I really have to. But do you really have to? I really have to. Don't give me that look, Toka. Don't look at me that way. Through gritted teeth, I averted my gaze away from Toka. Try as I might, I couldn't. Toka looked like a woman, lost. She clutched the sleeve of my shirt, refusing to let go, as if it would cost her life. No. I would do anything not to leave you. Chido, I want to be with you. Chido sound. Chido. Toka. We spoke each other's names. Chido. Toka. We spread our arms. Chido. Toka. We didn't care who saw or heard us. We screamed as loud as lungs would let us, and we engaged in a tender embrace. Hey, like I said, this is as far as I can see you off. You have school tomorrow, so you need to go home. And I need to go home too. And you need to do homework and prepare tomorrow's lunch. You understand, don't you? Don't think about food right now. You live right next to me, so when you go outside, we'll be there. That's why we must part here. You understand, right? Right? Took a pouted, so I repeated myself. How many times have we had this talk? I'm tired of it by now. Toka, where's my answer? There's no point whimpering. No. No pouting either. Just talk! Toka shifted her eyes. I know. But her body language was that of a petulant child's. Toka just didn't want to go to sleep. Yeah, she doesn't want to go home. I do not want to. What are you, a child? In her frustration, Toka gripped me tighter. My sleeves were almost entirely wrinkled. This is how Toka gets whenever we part. She's so reluctant to do it that she has to partake in melodrama to get through it. It could be my fault too, since we are the type to revel in being a lovey-dovey couple. How heartless can you be? Just say goodbye to me so easily, Shido. Finally, she turns to face me and asks me directly. Why? That's a normal thing to say. When you go home, you say goodbye. Just like when you say goodbye to your classmates at school. I see you tomorrow. There's no difference. Nevertheless, Toka was dissatisfied with my answer. I cannot bring myself to say goodbye so easily. Toka wore a grim expression, more serious than I ever had seen her. Because goodbye means you'll never see each other again, right? There's finality to it. If I say goodbye, I cannot see you until the next day. So it is not that ashta. I do not like it. I don't want to go a single day or night without you. In truth, the thought of not seeing you is torture, utter despair. Goodbye is a lonesome greeting. Am I wrong? Her reasoning was unexpectedly sound. I scratched my cheek. In truth, I found it touching that she thought so highly of me. I mean, I'm lonely too. If I could be with you all the time, I would be. Really? Of course. That's why I can't fault you for hating to say goodbye. Then, why do you even inflict this cruelty upon me by saying goodbye? Because I have faith that we'll see each other tomorrow too. Tohka blinked twice in quick succession. I can see you tomorrow and the day after. It's not something you need to worry about. Just have a sleepover. Or rotation, that's it. That would be cute. Just take turns being in each other's places. But they probably distract each other too much from doing like homework or other productive things, so... You can have dinner again tomorrow, then go on another date. That's why I say goodbye. Can I see you tomorrow? Is that a certainty? Tohka doesn't have object permanence, does she? Yes, it is certain. I want to see you, Tohka. Do you not feel the same? Of course not. I want to see you tomorrow. And the following day. I never wish to be apart. Right? Then we can see each other again tomorrow. Goodbye means I'll see you again, too. I see. So even when we say goodbye, then we will reunite soon. Cheeto dies in his sleep, oh dear. Object permanence of a frog. No. When I say goodbye, it is a reminder that I get to be with you again. If I think of it in those terms, I can never be afraid of goodbye again. Not a bad idea. I could see you tomorrow, and the following day. This is what you're promising, right, Shido? I want to see you many times. 100 times. 1,000 times. Your smile is stretched from ear to ear. Getting to see me, to Tohka. That is the greatest pleasure in the world. With that, she has enough hope to carry you on to the next day. This is how precious her time is to her. How could that not make me happy? I can see you tomorrow, right, Shido? Of course. And the day after, too. Tomorrow, the following day, the day after that, and the day after that. We'll say goodbye and reunite until the end of time. I see. Then I'll be okay. The brightness returned to Tohka's voice. This was the true Tohka. I don't like the thought of her being gloomy. Then I'll see you tomorrow, Tohka. Okay. See you tomorrow, Shido. We said goodbye and waved, but it's not a permanent separation. Let's meet again tomorrow, Tohka. Okay, Shido. Tomorrow. The following day. Goodbye is never forever. Oh, this is something you like to have. Yeah, that's fair, Hades. Frogs were usually, if not always, predator animals and as such couldn't persist if they lacked object permanence. Then she has the object permanence of a toy frog. There we go. Right. We reunite, we talk, we date, repeating the cycle that follows each goodbye. You just gotta thug it out. I believe in you, Hades. Did I read that? Yeah, we reunite, we talk, we date, repeating the cycle that follows each goodbye. Even so, we'll never be apart, so long as we promise to be in each other's lives. Shido, goodbye. Goodbye doesn't have to mean separation. It's a precursor to the beauty of a reunion, when your beloved re-enters your life. Cute. Okay, I understand how that's the good ending and the other one was normal. The theatrics were way more intense in this one. I'm glad we did the normal ending first though, because that was definitely easier to be eased into their fake breakup. But like even then, knowing it was probably going to be fake, the higher theatrics in the second one still was like, are they actually breaking up for real this time? Whew. But we made it through! Yay, we got the tohka ending. Yay! Success. Man, where did they pull this Steins Gate ass sentimental ending from? I mean, Mages was in the credits. I forget what for exactly again already. Something that started with a C. I know, very helpful. Something that starts with a C. Mm-hmm. Oh. You sent me a friend request on Discord. Who the fuck are you? Thank you for the head pats. Wait, I hate when people send me friend requests. Like, no, go away. I don't know you. Something about casting. Yeah, casting something or the other. Anyways, that was fun. A lot of you missed Chaos Head last night, and it was a lot. No, hold on. Holding on. Ah. Very good. I mean, in theory, I could do a silly little goofy thing. I have a silly goofy little thing I could do, actually, in that regard, if I can remember where I have things. That would be helpful. Bloop. Hello? Oh. Where? Huh? Nope, not that. I showed him off by accident. That's not what I was trying to do. I swear. Like, I'm trying to find another source, but it's like somewhere. Where the fuck are you? Hello? What is this that I'm even moving? What? I might have to force it somewhere. Let's see. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. There, it's you. There we go. See, now Peachy gets head pats. The site not being here with me. Yeah. Magic. That's what I wanted to do. But like for whatever reason, like your PNG was like way off screen. I don't know what happened with that, but it's okay. She was going on a trip. Yeah, like I literally couldn't grab her. Like she was so far off screen or whatever, and just like what the ugh. But it's okay. She's here. Just sitting on the floor. I can make her bigger. Big. When you dissociate, me too, bestie. Anyways, I like that I accidentally revealed where I was hiding the clown coming out. That's where he is. His stays visible even when he's not on screen. Peachzilla, so true. I can't hide him forever though, huh? I won't be able to hide him behind me when I'm movable, huh? I mean, I still could try, but... Anyways, later problem. A big Fumo of you would be so good. I can maybe draw that for you if you would like. I do owe you. Put him on the cat tree. I mean, he was on the cat tree during Danganronpa, but that's when I want him to be visible at all times. Watch out, she'll start firing lasers. I mean, yeah, warhead bats, let's go. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm getting sidetracked. What was I even trying to do? I don't know anymore. Oh, right, I was trying to find someone to raid to end stream. Duh. Silly me. I mean, I guess I could just stream forever. Just kidding. That's a next week problem. Because the October 1st is next week. I'm fine. Are you guys excited? Yeah, stop getting distracted by DMs, because DMs. You have yourself to blame, Relix. It's your fault. Let's see. Who was live? I think I'll raid Meep. Meep is currently playing League of Legends, so that's exciting for them. Speaking of DMs and Relix, hello. Look, a distraction. Indeed. Thank you, Relix. Anyways. Yeah. I did post my weekly schedule already on Blue Sky, Threads, and in the Discord. League of Legends, yes. I should make a post on it on my WordPress blog. I keep forgetting. I will get to that hopefully tomorrow. But very exciting things. Next week is October 1st, which to most people just means, hey, it's October. But for me, that means it's my streaming anniversary. So it'll be my second year of streaming. I would say full year, but that wouldn't be completely accurate because of hiatuses. But still, second year of streaming. Second anniversary, and I will be debuting as a live 2D model because you guys so graciously hit that sub goal during subathon, and you guys also contributed the channel points for it to be a 72-hour long stream. I generally didn't think you guys were going to actually do that, but that was my mistake for not believing in you guys, I guess. I need to brain out exactly what activities will be done. You glad you were there? I was glad you were there too, Hades. Subathon was a lot of fun. And hopefully we'll have fun with the 72 hours of stream. There will be a brief pause in the timer too. Like I will be pausing the timer when I have to go to class on Tuesday, because that's just how the day is dayed with 72 hours. But then I'll resume. I'll still do the full 72 hours, but pause for school, basically. I will not be pausing it for sleep because, no, I'm not that generous. But, yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with our usual neps and usual streams other than that on Sunday, so, yeah. Without further ado, rating Meep. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.